Hey guys, welcome back to day 2 of chapter 5, lesson 3. Yesterday we talked about natural resources. Today we're going to talk about a type of natural resource. We're going to be talking about renewable resources today. All right, so Earth does have 2 types of resources. They have renewable and non-renewable. Renewable resources, which is what we're going to be talking about today, are resources that can be replaced in nature in a short amount of time. Plants and animals are examples of renewable resources, okay? Plants and animals, plants grow every season. Animals, there's new animals born all the time. We're not waiting years and years and years and years to get more plants and animals, okay? So they are replaced very quickly. The oxygen in the air we breathe is also a renewable resource, okay? We learned about this when we were talking about photosynthesis, because the plants take in the sunlight and then it's changed, and then they release, they're taking in carbon dioxide in the air, and then when they are releasing oxygen, okay? So the oxygen is always being replaced because we have so many plants and trees, which is why plants and trees are very important as well. These resources are renewable as long as they are replaced as fast as they are used. All right, so one type of renewable resource is water. Water is one of our most important renewable resources, okay? It's important because we drink it, right? We drink water. We use water to keep ourselves clean and to bathe and to brush our teeth. Animals live in the water, okay? Without water, things would probably get pretty hairy pretty fast. All living things need water to survive. Okay, without water, you cannot drink sodas and Cokes and milk or juice forever, okay? Eventually, you're going to need to drink some water to keep your body hydrated, okay? So remember, our bodies are 75% water, so we always have to make sure we keep water in us. Earth is constantly recycling its water through precipitation and evaporation, okay? So here's a picture of the water cycle. All right, so water is here, it is in the clouds. It is always in clouds, okay? And then when those clouds get full, we know that it starts to rain, that is precipitation. And then we have lakes and rivers and ponds that collect the water. And then when it is hot and sunny, water is evaporated back up into the clouds where it is condensed, and then the cycle starts all over again. So Earth, every time it rains, it is recycling the water on our planet. This makes water a renewable resource. However, only 1% of Earth's water is drinkable. 1%. That's crazy, especially when you think about how much water. Our Earth is 75% water, if not more, maybe even 80%, but it's the majority water, and to only have 1% of it be drinkable is pretty crazy. The majority of water is either salt water in the oceans, or it is frozen in glaciers and polar ice caps. Not all people live near water sources, and gathering drinking water and keeping it safe for people to use takes time and resources, okay? I got this water out of my refrigerator this morning, okay? Not everyone has access to a refrigerator that has water that you can refill water on it, or a sink where you could fill up a cup with water. All right, there's people who will have to walk miles to get to a source where they can find water that is safe to drink. And most of the time they don't live near water that is safe to drink, so they have to do things to make it safe. All right, so that's why water is so important to have. All right, then we've got solar and wind energy. These are also 2 types of renewable resources. Solar energy is a renewable resource. The sun is where we get our solar energy, okay? It can be used to heat buildings, and solar cells, they change that energy from the sun into electrical energy. Remember, we talked about that way back, maybe chapter 2. We talked about different types of energy and how they can be transformed. These are some solar panels. So the sun hits these solar panels, the solar cells change that energy from the sun into electrical energy that can be used by humans. Wind, believe it or not, is another source of renewable energy. Windmills can be used to run machinery and to produce electricity. So I don't know if you've ever seen a windmill farm, but here is a picture of one. Yes, they actually have windmill farms where they have tons and tons and tons of windmills to help produce electricity for the towns around them. Solar and wind energy do not cause pollution, which is really good because some of the other ways that we use natural resources do cause pollution, like the gas in our car. Sunlight will not run out for billions of years, but neither solar nor wind energy are available all the time, okay? Is it always sunny? No, sometimes it's really cloudy and it's nighttime, right? And sometimes there is not a single even breath of wind. Okay, so we can't rely on solar and wind energy all the time because they're not always readily available. Some downsides to solar and wind energy. So there's a lot of positives, but there's also downsides as well. So some think that windmills are really noisy and ugly. Solar energy collection systems are expensive to make. These solar panels are not cheap. Okay, they are very, very, very expensive. And then the factories that are used to make both the solar cells and the windmills can produce dangerous waste. So whereas the solar cells and the windmills themselves don't cause pollution, the factories that make them do cause pollution. So it's kind of a catch-22 there. All right, guys, that is it for today. We're going to finish up tomorrow with non-renewable resources. So I will see you then. Have a great day, guys.